While the chances for snow have been dropping over the past week, the chances for severe weather have been starting up, and we have a severe weather system today through Monday, so be prepared for that. We have a bunch more potential severe weather coming. The severe weather has been rising over the past week, and we have several troughs. You can just see these troughs. I don't know how significant. I think there's a pretty good possibility of having at least one significant severe weather event this month. So we're going to be dealing with severe weather. In this video, I'm going to talk about the short range severe weather, but just keep in mind that as we get later in this month, the severe weather potential, I think, will more than likely continue. Starting today, we have a slight risk, and then we have this marginal risk, and that has a tornado threat and damaging wind threat with it. And then out here, we have a smaller tornado threat. Dallas, you're going to be marginal risk. I think if we zoom in, we have San Antonio, that's going to be affected to Austin, that's going to be affected in the slight risk. New Orleans, that's going to be affected, and then Jackson, you're going to be right on the edge. If we zoom in to see more cities, we have Baton Rouge and Lake Charles. The tornado threat is there, so be prepared for some isolated tornadoes. We could see a strong one embedded with this. Here's a look at the HRRR model, and you can see right now we're just seeing scattered storms. Not that significant, but what I am worried about is as we get into midday. If I show you this, as we get into the midday, this is 12, these cells start to have the potential to become severe. The farther this way, the bigger the chance for severe weather is. You can see these cells might have embedded tornadoes with them possible, so be prepared there. I'm telling you, these people in these areas today need to be prepared. If you know anybody in here, please make sure they're aware, because they're are the potential for tornadoes. Right around 3:30, that's when these storms really start to come together. You can see these really intense cells here with the potential for embedded tornadoes. All of these areas are going to be affected by this, even in the marginal risk farther on. They have the tornado potential. It really gets going around 3:30, and that's what we are concerned about. People in this area need to be prepared. If I go farther into the night, we just continue to see these cells. The storms don't stop. The dew points are right, and so they'll continue to go forward, and they even strengthen. We could see some really strong winds, if not destructive damaging winds, as we get into 8 o'clock. The potential there is destructive winds around 8 o'clock tonight. Lake Charles, Baton Rouge, those places are going to, I think, get affected the worst by this, and you can just see the storms continue to go through late in the night. Then early next morning, the next day on Sunday, we have more people affected by severe weather. Orlando, Tampa, Montgomery, Mobile, New Orleans is barely affected by that this day. This model isn't as aggressive as the HRRR on this, but the HRRR really doesn't go too far out, or at least the latest one, and so we have another tornado potential here, so please be prepared. Again, this is the Sunday. You're going to need to be prepared for more severe weather. Tornadoes possible, and again, we could get an upgrade to an enhanced risk, so please be prepared for severe weather there. I think it's going to go through the severe weather potential. It's probably going to go through 1 a.m. maybe, or I don't know, 12 a.m., somewhere around there. So please be prepared for this severe weather event. And if you know anybody in here, please let them know. And again, we have the potential for damaging winds on this day, so be prepared for damaging winds and not just tornadoes. We have another small hail threat today with this too. Then Monday in Los Angeles, we have the potential for more severe weather. I don't know what form it's going to take, and I expect the severe weather to continue farther on into the future, and including our area as we get later into this month. We're going to probably end up seeing severe weather in our area too. I don't know about Columbus, Nashville. You probably might end up seeing severe weather. Memphis. A lot of these areas are going to start experiencing severe weather. It's starting to ramp up for spring, so be prepared and have a plan in place for severe weather. And during this time, when we have all the severe weather, that's going to come with flooding. We have a flooding threat today, Valentine's Day. We have this flooding threat. Memphis, Nashville, Oklahoma City, and Dallas. You're involved with it, and then Little Rock is in the middle of the slight risk for flooding, so be prepared. If you have a flood warning, have an evacuation plan ahead of time. If we go to the next day, this is on Sunday, we have more flooding issues possible over here, so please be prepared. I wouldn't be surprised to see upgrade to a slight risk. We could see a couple inches of rain in this area, and the grounds are saturated from previous snowstorms. Monday for Los Angeles looks like we have the potential for more flooding there, so please be prepared and have a plan in place. Then the next day, we have another marginal risk. The flooding's probably going to continue for a while, so please be prepared for all of these days of severe weather. The pattern's getting really crazy. The severe weather is going to keep ramping up. It's going to keep getting worse little by little. So please be prepared. And I think that's all the weather talk I have for you today. There's probably a lot more I'm going to talk about in my next video. So subscribe and turn notifications on, that way you don't miss out on any new videos. And I hope to see you on Tuesday. Goodbye. I'll see you in the next one.